At the time, I couldn't imagine telling this story publicly, but I won't hide or regret telling it anymore. This will be a little lengthy, but I've wrapped a gift, something special for you at the end. One winter Sunday morning, December 5th to be exact, I found myself paralyzed as I sat right here in this truck at a green light. Hands locked on this wheel, foot pressing on the brake. The light changed from green to yellow to red, back to green, and I couldn't move. My 15-year-old daughter sat beside me. Minutes earlier, she'd been frozen in her bedroom, believing she was hearing violence through the walls. That morning, I'd decided to leave a 13-year relationship, my second marriage, a life where I'd abandoned my own values, denied my own needs, and convinced myself that dysfunction was what I deserved. Staring at that light, I broke the silence. I said, I don't know where to go. My daughter turned to me, her voice steadier than mine. She said, I know, Pops. It's okay. That night, alone in an empty house, my office, sleeping on an air mattress in my office basement, I made two promises. No drinking, no sex. The two things I'd used for years to numb the ache, to escape the silence I couldn't bear, to avoid the version of myself I was terrified to meet. In fact, I decided I was going to face myself, raw, unguarded, no armor. That resolution lasted 6 days. 6 nights later, I was drunk, driving through a massive storm, chasing my second bottle of whiskey. I screamed at the thunder and lightning like a man who'd finally lost the fight with himself. Because I tried to outrun the truth again. But something had shifted. The next morning, I sobered up. And instead of running, I sat in silence. Not to fix myself, not to find the perfect answer, just to sit and listen to the parts of me that had been screaming for decades. The shame, the loneliness, the worthlessness, the fear of being seen, and the reality of being unseen. This time, I didn't fight with them. I whispered, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I love you. Again and again, I did this over and over for days and nights. Nothing magical happened. No voice from the heavens, no sudden revelation. Just the witness of the hum of my breath and the quiet press of presence against stillness. And in that stillness, on one particular night in this room, something cracked open. I realized the presence I'd been chasing in relationships and achievements and bottles and other people's approval had been inside me all along, patiently waiting for me to stop performing long enough to find it. And that moment didn't come from having it all figured out. It came from finally admitting I didn't. It came from being real instead of perfect, from showing up messy, broken, uncertain, and discovering that's exactly where transformation begins. That worst day of my life became the doorway to the life I have now. And that's why I'm inviting you into something new. The Be Real Over Perfect Challenge. It's a 30-day permission slip to stop waiting until you're ready, to stop polishing the highlight reel while your real life falls apart behind and inside, to trade perfection for persistence and progress, and watch what happens when you do. The reward I promised you at the beginning, it's this invitation to join a community where people are already choosing real over perfect every single day. You might be wondering why I'm doing this. Here's why. I know what it's like to wait till you feel ready, to wait for the right time, to wait until I have it all figured out. And I never did. I never will. And that's the point. I spent 41 years, 6 months, and 4 days avoiding my own shadow until the pain of pretending became greater than the pain of being seen. I didn't transform because I finally got it right. I transformed because I finally got real. And all through 2026 and beyond, that's what I want for you. Show up just as you are, right here, right now, in the Trudge Circle on Facebook. You won't be judged for being human. You'll be welcomed for choosing to be real over the mirage of being perfect. So come on, join the Trudge Circle community now and follow or subscribe for upcoming announcements and resources. I'm just getting started. I'm Ken, the Trudge Therapist. Together, let's trudge on, be the paradox, and let this be the year you finally choose to be real over perfect.